Very quick one. Phenomenal character. I'm sure that it was ever in doubt in your own mind, but that's exactly what this team needs to get over the line between now and the end of the season.
I think at this stage of the season, most teams need that sort of, you called it character and team spirit to win games that it's not looking particularly favourable for you. I think we had to show that Saturday. It could have been an easier day if the goal stood. I think we were going on to win the game, but we have to show in the face of adversity again, which we did. Going the goal down was a real blow to us because Cove weren't really putting us under great pressure, and then we have to find a way to win, and that's what I said to the boys. And we've had a lot of games in a short space of time. I also said that because I was a wee bit frustrated, but I have to realise that there's a bit of fatigue there as well, but don't want that in the mindset. We found a way, we got to 3 points. It's another huge 3 points, Chris.
And quick one on Accies, for various different reasons. Sometimes you've been the better team but not come away with the result. Sometimes they play better, but you need to get this one. It doesn't really matter who they are.
Yes, and listen, we have not got a great record against them, but we have played well against them on occasion. We need to manage the game properly, and we need to make sure that we're really from the start working hard, because they are fighting for their lives, and that's where we are. It's another huge game, and we could put pressure on other teams, which is great. So we're going there, and we're going to try and get the 3 points and keep the run going. That's all it is. Don't want to get too carried away, because we just got to keep that focus, and that's what we've done to get this run of results.
Yeah, absolutely. It's playing out quite nicely in terms of other results, but you don't need that to go your way. But is that a wee fillip when you see the results at full time? You think, okay, that's not been too bad for us.
Of course, and I don't like people tell me, because sometimes some of my staff or whatever say to me, right, do you want to know the results at half time? I said no, because it doesn't matter then, it matters at full time. So it's about what we do, and that's been the mindset since I've said to you for a long time. We're a club capable of putting a run together, and it's happened, but we're still not completed the job, and we really have to realise that we've given ourselves an excellent chance. So don't squander it now, I would say.
Absolutely. Fingers crossed.
Cheers.
Thank you so much. Trip down.
Thanks, Chris.
Well, I don't know if it didn't matter then, but what was your view on Mackay's goal being disallowed? He looks about 3 yards onside. It's worrying that that's not been given, isn't it?
Couldn't believe it. Said that to the linesman at half time. Don't think he believed me at that point, but I mean, I can understand, because I've seen so many where there's maybe half a yard to a quarter yard in it, defenders step out, strikers going in, they're past one another before you know it. Wow, that's what I thought at the time, and it made that a difficult afternoon for us, but it's all credit to my team again, because I said to you so many times about how this team just find a way and keep going, and they did again, because they got the penalty, well taken by Billy, and then it's a brilliant finish from Cammy Harper to win the 3 points. And I thought after that we managed it well. Mark had a really good save as well, but that's what I expect a big man to do. But it's a collective team effort again. Subs made a big difference when they come on. Big impact, that's what we want. I want my subs to give me a selection problem, and that's what I've done. So really pleased with the impact, but it's a collective. It was a collective effort to get the 3 points Saturday, and that was pleasing.
Comments what you always think you said about pressure about obviously getting the first goal. We should get the first goal, but we lost the first goal by your free kick. But I think even as fans be the confidence we're going to come back. Is that the same amongst the boys now, that there's a belief that even if we go a goal behind, we'll get at least a couple of goals after it?
I think there's a belief there, because it happened, but I don't like it happening, Steve. I don't like losing that first goal. It's difficult in this, in any league, but this championship especially. I don't know the percentage, but they're very high. When you lose the first goal here, you usually don't win the game. So it's not nice, but it's a brilliant, at this time of the season, in that crucial stage, it was a brilliant turnaround for us, even though it wasn't our best performance. But sometimes it just tells you where you're at as a team, as a club, and how the boys managed to physically and mentally turn that around.
Right. Just lastly, what's the status of Anderson? Was that 2 or 3 match ban?
Two. It's another one where it was the same referee, Gavin Duncan, who is really good, brilliant to speak to. Can't always say that about a lot of the referees, but understands how it can hurt teams. And when I saw it, I mean, there was no intent with Jay. He's landed in the side of McKenna's boot, and I can't. I said at the time, I can't complain about the actual sending off, but 2 games, violent conduct, serious foul play, I don't think it was any of those. So there's maybe to be a middle ground to be met there, where you could get a 2 if it's serious foul play or real violent conduct and the guy's meant to top somebody, but Jay's the complete opposite and he gets the same punishment. So it's maybe a rule to be looked at there, I would say.
Come on, mate.
Cheers.
Billy, is that mental side of it, one of the real pleasing factors? Because, I mean, you obviously came from behind on Saturday, but, during this run you've won with 10 men as well. These must all be sort of good traits to sort of take into these last few games. Yeah,
we've had to show that we can win games in different ways. You're right, I never forgot about the 10 men, but it's twice where we've seen the game out. We look comfortable within those games. It's probably wee bit of experience of going down to 10 that kind of helps you manage them, but you've still got to do it, you're right, and that's where we are. We had to turn that around Saturday. We've had to manage games with 10 men, and yeah, I would agree with you. That tells you the mindset down in the dressing room there. But I've said it, some people don't believe you, but I've said it right from the start about it's a special group, and they're so close and tight knit that it's brilliant to see, and that helps in some games, and that unity really helps get you over the line where you shouldn't really be taking 3 points at times.
Billy, that unity could easily have fallen apart if you look back to October, November, when you were struggling to get a win. Does that just add to your feeling about what they've been through this season and in terms of spirit and everything? It
does, because I know there'll be some people think, there's bleating on about injuries again, but I'm just telling the factual truth. And because you're getting beaten, winning and losing is the be all and end all in this game, I get that, but if you're genuine and you tell the truth, then it usually plays out. Now, I had to win games when I got my players back. I understand that, but I've been telling it the way it is all along, and that's what I felt from my heart. And then it just plays out like that, because when I get my players back from January, the results just have been magnificent. And there's been a couple of hiccups, a couple of body blows within that time, with 2 or 3 games, and we've had to pick ourselves up again. But I knew when I got my players back that we would get better results. I wasn't 100% sure we would make the playoffs, but I knew the results would come, and we've still got we've given ourselves a hell of an opportunity to make them, but there's still a lot of work to do.
Do you feel vindicated on that one, Billy? Because obviously you took a bit of personal, stuff as well from a section of fans, not all the fans, but a section of fans.
Yep, I do, but I don't want to go on about it, because I'll keep, in the future, I'll keep saying that. I'll tell it the way it is, and people can believe it or they don't believe it, but it's the truth. And but yes, it's satisfying that that it's gone the way that I thought it would when the players have come back, and that's great. I'm a big backer of my players, and they never let them. There's no many occasions that they've let me down, and that's why the unity, as you say, that's why we are where we are. That dressing room is fantastic, and the mindset is good. I've got a good blend of youth and experience. I've said that all along, and if I kept them fit, I knew we'd be there or thereabouts. And I'll always look to, what if this, what if that, as most managers do, but you kind of get that feeling. We can still get in the playoffs, we've got a great chance, but you still have that wee one at the back of your head where we're not that far off the top now, but I think obviously it's just going to, the end of the season's going to come too quickly for us.
Just last one. Any talking of injuries? Any fresh injuries? Any worries for the weekend? Or?
No, we had to manage Deasy because obviously he had the leg break, and it was the two AstroTurf surfaces with Cove and Hamilton's going to be tough on him. So we managed to get through the Cove game, which is great. You could see Danny was feeling it was just thighs. He was cramping up his thighs a little bit. Danny Devine. Zach's got a wee ankle problem, but we'll see how he is. There's a couple touch and go, but should be okay. But that's the kind of thing, when you have this amount of games, it's grueling. So you're going to pick up niggles, and it's right to the last minute before you see what team you can put out.
Great stuff. Thanks, Billy.
Alright, boys.
On a similar kind of note, Billy, I want to check on some of the longer term guys like Tom Walsh, Shane Sutherland. Is there any chance we see them before the end of the season?
I doubt it. It's just taking longer than what we thought, and it's a shame for the two boys. They've been working hard, and if a wee setback here and there, and it's going to prolong the recovery period, and that's where they are. And I would have loved to have got them back before the end of the season, but I don't think that's going to be. But they're two boys who just keep on ploughing along and working hard to try and get that fitness back. But it's been frustrating because they're two big players for me again. But we'll see what comes with Shane and Tom as well. When I'm hoping they're getting close, but it's to play this season is just going to be beyond them.
Yeah, I guess even if they were back in training, it would be a big ask to throw them into as big games as you're going to have.
You would never want to break them down again, no, after that long. I think when you get this long term and how they are, we have to condition them properly and make sure the time that we put them back in is perfect for them, because you don't want any more setbacks.